As a rule, animals are rather helpless when they are in danger. Sometimes they can't save themselves without a human's help. In this situation, it doesn't matter if it is a domestic or wild animal. Hi there, Awesome Animals here. And these are the 10 most inspiring animal rescues you have to see. Fences are especially dangerous for animals. They might be traps not only for small, but for big creatures as well. A poor rabbit stuck in the net of the fence. In this situation, he might be easy loot for predators. It was impossible for him to get out of the trap. Fortunately, a local man noticed the rabbit and decided to help him. But surely the poor thing tried to get rid of the man's help, so the rabbit might have bad injuries. When the man realized that all his attempts were in vain, he called the rescue team and they cut the net, letting the poor thing run away as quick as he could. When people heard mewing from the pipe, they immediately called the rescuers of Detroit. It was impossible even to see the poor feline because he climbed too deep into the pipe. First, the rescuers put some food on the edge of the towel and thought the kitten might hold it with his paws, but their hopes didn't come true, so they decided to shorten the pipe. With the help of the special tools, the fluffy creature finally was saved. It was a happy moment for the red kitten. A dog fell into the deep well full of water. The poor animal found the only safe place there. It was a little ledge. The pooch had to spend several hours in the water before children noticed the poor animal and called adults. The dog's eyes were full of pain and pleading. One of the men was put down in the well with the help of the rope. The dog was exhausted and afraid, but the only way to be saved for her was to trust the rescuer. After that, the pooch was delivered to the shelter. She was given food and a lot of care. In some hours, the saved dog felt much better. All this happened in India. A donkey somehow fell into the sewage hole near the house under construction. He was standing in the cold, dirty water in complete darkness for 24 hours. The worst for him was that he couldn't call anyone. But luckily, people came to save the poor animal. The rescuers had to break the cement floor with the help of perforator. 2 men went downstairs and tied the donkey with the ropes and blankets. Finally, they managed to get the donkey out. The poor thing was happy to be saved. Just look at his shining eyes. This accident happened in a small Indian town. People heard strange noises coming from the drain pit. They immediately connected the local animals aid organization. When the rescuers came to the place, they discovered a little puppy stuck in the muddy water. The poor animal was hardly swimming, being tired over. Without any hesitation, 2 men descended the third one straight into the drain pit. In some minutes, the puppy was already in the hands of the rescuer. He was delivered to the vet hospital where he was cared, fed, and rehabilitated pretty soon. In Germany, the horse called Joker fell into the swamp and got stuck there. Just look at his eyes full of fear and desperation. The firefighters have come immediately after being informed about the accident. They tied a rope to the horse's bridle, but it was impossible to free the animal. His front legs got stuck into the mud too deep. That's why the men had to tie them as well. Due to the hard work of the rescuers and passers-by, the frightened horse was released. Joker got proper care at the vet clinic. Luckily, he could stand on his feet and fully recover. The injured old dog was spending his last hours in total torture on the road. It was obvious he wouldn't be alive the next morning because he had serious injuries and thousands of worms on his head. At first, it seemed the best variant for him was to be put down. But the poor animal was found by Indian volunteers. Kind people delivered the pooch to the vet center, where he got proper care. After the dog realized that he had got a chance to be alive, he was ready to fight for his own life together with vets. He was given a name, and now he is flourishing. A poor fox has become a victim of cruel people. Somebody shot her with an arrow straight into the neck. The people who discovered her in their garden were kind enough to call the special rescuers, but it was very difficult to catch the injured animal. The poor animal was running and hiding from the people. She couldn't believe people might be good for her. At last, the fox was caught in the bushes. The arrow was immediately taken out, and the animal was taken to the vet clinic. The doctors examined the poor fox and were glad that the arrow didn't injure her too much. The red beauty spent some time at the hospital being cared for. Then she was released into the wild. A poor pooch got into a hot, sticky pitch. The dog was fully covered with it and couldn't even move his paws. He was lying helplessly and looked like a stone statue. There was no hope for him to survive. But luckily, a passerby discovered the dog and called the rescuers. The rescue team had been applying special oil to soften the dried pitch for 2 days. At last, the rescuers discovered that the animal has got bright brown fur. Now the animal lives in a shelter and feels quite well. A street dog got into a trap on the field. At first, the poor animal was trying to hide somewhere, suffering from the pain. The local people informed the rescuer team about it. The rescuers took the dog to the vet and informed the police about illegal traps. The vets took the trap out and tried their best to save the dog's paw, but unfortunately, they had to amputate it. Now the dog lives in the shelter and has become a real beauty. Every creature has got the right to live on our planet, and every creature is as important as the human being. So I appeal to you to help all the helpless animals. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more on your favorite animal stories. See you!